Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to a new episode of Top 5 Rant. This week I am doing a top 5 list of my favorite Resident Evil movies. Now, since there's only a few, there's not that many of them, so this one was a little hard to choose out of those out of the, how many ever it is. Because there's only 5 films, live action films, plus, I think 2 or 3 CGI ones. Now let's get this over. Let's go. Number 5. The number 5th spot goes to Resident Evil Afterlife, which was the 4th movie in the series of the live action series. It was released September 10th of 2010. It stars Milla Jovovich, and she still plays Alice. In this movie, it still has Claire from the second one, from the third movie, and it finally introduced Claire's brother, Chris Redfield. Now, I like this movie because it was, again, really good story, a lot of action. And plus, I was really happy that they finally introduced Chris Redfield's character into the movies. Because I think he's like my second favorite character. Maybe I know he's one of my top 5 favorite Resident Evil characters. But I also like that another character I liked in the movie was Luther West. He was pretty cool, and I thought he did pretty cool. And the movie was really good, and I recommend it. Number 4. The number 4 spot goes to Resident Evil Retribution. This one is the 5th and latest movie of the series. It was released September 14th of 2012. This one, it still has Milla Jovovich as Alice. She plays Alice in all of the movies, and until next year, because they're only going to make a 6th one, and then she's going to stop. But they might continue on. I don't know. But Resident Evil Retribution continues after Afterlife, but it doesn't have Claire and Chris because apparently they get captured by Umbrella. But it introduces probably, again, my favorite character, and another one, a really cool character. My favorite character they introduce is Leon Scott Kennedy, Leon S. Kennedy. He's one of my favorite characters from the games, and I was really glad they finally introduced him into the movies. And I actually thought that the actor that they got to play him he did a really good job, so I was happy. And then they introduced Barry Burton. Now, he's not really much in the games, but he's like one of Jill's and Chris's friends. So, but in this movie, he's Leon's friend, and I actually thought this version of Barry was better, but I still like him anyway because, I mean, plus you gotta like his signature gun. That gun is awesome. And spoilers, I did not like the way that he dies. That was the only thing I did not like about his character. He dies. I think they probably could have done a little bit more with his character. And then they bring back Luther. He was one of my favorite characters from the 4th movie, so I was happy that they brought him back. And again, spoilers, he dies, so I was pissed at that. And then they introduce Ada Wong, a mysterious woman. And apparently, Ada's not even her real name, but she's just a fascinating character. Her story is just full of mysteries. It's like you really don't even know anything about her. But I was actually really glad that they introduced those Ada, Leon, and Barry into this movie. But it wouldn't be my favorite one. 3. Third spot goes to Resident Evil Apocalypse, which is the 2nd movie in the film series. It was released September 10th of 2004. It stars Milla Jovovich again as Alice. Now, this continues after the first one, and it introduces Jill Valentine and Carlos Oliveira, who are also from the games. And from this, and also one of the iconic villains of Resident Evil, Nemesis. This is one of the reasons why I love the movie, and it's probably number 3 because of those 3 characters. Jill was pretty cool, but I think they really did a good job on casting the person who played Carlos, which is Oddfair. He did a really good job, and I was happy that he made it through onto the next one. And then Nemesis. You just gotta love Nemesis. He is just awesome. Number 2. My number 2 spot would have to go to Resident Evil Degeneration. It's the first CGI movie that came out here. The main characters is Leon and Claire. It's like a few years after the Raccoon City incident, and they have to fight through a zombified airport, which was this movie was just flawless, I have to say. It was just one of my favorite movies, and which is why it's number 2, and plus it has Leon in it, so you can't go wrong there. Now the number 1 spot has to go to the Resident Evil, the first one. The first movie was, I think, probably the best one because it was just, it sets up the whole story of the other movies, and plus it's just a really good story, and there's action, drama. It's just, everything is really good about this movie, so it has to be number 1. And it was released March 15th of 2002, and I did not say when the other one came out, I think, but Degeneration came out October 18th, 2008 here. So that's it. I highly recommend to watch these movies. I actually highly recommend to watch all the movies. They're all good, but these would have to be my top 5 favorites of the Resident Evil film series, plus the CGI films. So yeah, they're just really good. The story's great, and if you really love games, you will like the movies. And so I'll see you next week, next Saturday. And next week I'm going to be starting a couple of new videos. So next week I should have 3 new videos plus Saturday's video, which will make 4 videos total a week. And you'll find out what those are starting next Tuesday, I think. Yes, next Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. So I'll see you then. Please like and share this video with your friends, family, I don't care. Leave in the comments what do you think of what's your top 5 favorite Resident Evil movies, or Resident Evil things in general, because I will be doing more Resident Evil stuff later on the road, but right now, movies. This was the movies. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.